Eric, what's going on? How you doing, Facebook Live? How's everybody doing today? Just want to give a couple of minutes here. And I always want to start with gratitude. I thank any and everybody that takes their time out of your busy schedule to come watch this. Eric, I appreciate you. Jasmine, I appreciate you. And if you get the chance to watch this live, I appreciate it. And if you get to watch this later, I appreciate it, because I really truly hope, I really feel that these daily motivations will spark something in you of the year consistency. For me, 2020 is the year consistency of every day chipping away at your goal until it becomes finished. And once it becomes finished, you can know that it happened because you maintained the course and you stayed consistent. Which reminds me of a quote I actually wrote down on my slip here, because I like to read books every morning, and it's a quote from a book I'm reading from Bruce Lee, and he quotes, "Enjoy your planning as well as your accomplishments." And I feel that sometimes we get a little bit off kilter because we don't see the accolades, we don't see the accomplishments, but he wants to encourage us to enjoy the planning process, get exciting in the planning process as much as we get excited for the accomplishments. Because when we get excited with the day-to-day, that's when the accomplishments come a lot faster and we appreciate it that much more. And today's topic, what I want to talk to you about, is waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Which is very human. It happens to all of us. Jim, what's going on, big guy? It really truly happens to all of us, that we wake up sometimes on the wrong side of the bed. I mean, me and my wife, we just started watching this show called Stranger Things. If you never watched it, it's pretty good. And in Stranger Things, they get caught into the upside down world, right? That's what they call it, the upside down world. That their dimension is what we see every day, and there's a dimension upside down of it that is the complete opposite. And I notice when I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, it could be for many reasons. I didn't sleep well the night before. I ate something a little bit funny. Or for whatever reason, sometimes you just wake up and you're just not in the mood. You don't feel like pushing. You don't feel like grinding. You're not motivated. You don't feel like working out. You don't feel like mowing the lawn. You don't feel like writing the book. You don't feel like going to work. And it happens, and it's normal. It's normal to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. It's normal to be on the upside down world, to see the opposite or feel the opposite. You know, yesterday you had patience. Today you're like, man, this person says one more thing to me. And it happens. You get so caught up in the everyday to day that you lose yourself. But when you do wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I have a trick for myself. Because today I woke up a little bit on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know why. It just happens. I didn't feel like working out, but I did. I didn't feel like writing my blog, but I did. I didn't feel like doing anything, but I did. Why? Because this is my trick. I have every Sunday, I write a list for my week. And I break it up by days. So on Monday, I do this. Tuesday, I do this. Wednesday, I do this. Thursday, I do this. Friday, I do this. And it's a list of my daily schedule. I have a weekly schedule, and I break it down to a daily schedule. So all I do is work the list. I have a morning routine. I work the morning routine, and I work the list. Even though I don't feel like it, I still have a list. So when you don't feel like doing anything, it's easy for me, I'm just going to take a rest, or your brain goes another way, and I'm going to take a nap, or I'm just going to chill out and watch some TV. No, if you have a list, work the list. That's how it helps me. Even though if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I still accomplish many things because I work my list. I have a list of my tasks. And as soon as I feel unmotivated, I just say, Rich, just work the list. Just work the list. You don't need to be motivated to work your list. Just work the list. And that takes the emotions out of it. Because when you wake up on the wrong side, what happens? Your emotions is caught up into it. I don't feel like it. People are getting on my nerves. Traffic is weird. I didn't sleep enough last night. All these things. But when you get to that point, don't stop. Just work your list. Because as you work your list, you may not feel motivated to do it, but you do it. But you do it. Even when you're not in the mood, you're not motivated, as you work your list, you still do it. Because every day is not going to be a grand pump day. Every day you're not going to say, yeah, I'm motivated, I'm pumped, I feel I'm going to take on the world. It's not going to happen. Some days you're going to wake up and you want to shrink. But when those days happen, work your list. Just work your list. It's as simple as I can make it, is work the list. If you had a list on Sunday, make sure by Friday or Saturday it's complete by constantly working on the list. That keeps you from getting your emotions involved. It keeps you from not being in the mood. If working out, hey, I'm going to do chest day. If that's on my list, that gets done. Regardless if I feel like it or I don't feel like it. That's on my list, I have to check it off. I have to check it off. And I feel better. Every time I check something off my list, I start to feel even a little bit better. I start to feel a bit more motivated because, hey, even if I'm not in the mood, I'm not the hypest person in the world, I still feel good because I checked it off my list. So whenever you are in your own Stranger Things and you're in your upside down reality, when things are just not the same today as they were yesterday, don't worry about it. You're human, I'm human, it happens, it's part of the game. But what the successful do, that the unsuccessful don't do, is work the list. Again, this is Rich Fontaine. Ruth Ann, thank you for commenting. Either you could agree with me or not agree with me, but either way, I feel that this was a successful conversation. And if this touched you, just like Ruth Ann, please share this with somebody. Please like, please comment, because sometimes as entrepreneurs, as human beings, we forget that we're human. We forget that we're human and we beat ourselves up for days when we don't feel like doing anything. But when we can maintain the list, we'll always accomplish. Just work your list. Don't think. Don't get caught up in your emotions. Just work your list. That's from me to you, my heart, from my heart to yours. I know that these things come to me for me to share, never to hoard. And I appreciate you guys taking your time, and ladies taking your time to watch this. Namaste.